How is it going today, guys? It's a little windy and chilly, but all around it's a nice sunny day and farmer pioneer country. And I wanted to do a walk and talk at TinyHouse. I've never done a walk and talk here, and I'm trying to, like I've said before, go back to old houses that I visited in the past and just do a walk and talk at each one of them that I can. And so I'm out here at TinyHouse today, and if you look at my channel you can see episodes about this house, so let's check it out. There it is. I named this house TinyHouse for obvious reasons, because it's a pretty small little farmhouse out here, and I have reason to believe that it was another like 80s farmers crisis house that was just left here to rot, and now maybe a corporation owns this land, or a family owns this land along with other pieces of land out here, and the house just kind of got absorbed with it. It's cheaper to keep it up than to go through all the time knocking it down. You probably have to get like permits and the whole 9 yards. So what the farmers usually do is, when they acquire a new homestead, is just leave the house and farm around it. As you can see, it's got a little workshop in the back too, with a metal roof that's still in decent shape, all things considered, and it's got the cool tree in the middle of it all just to kind of mark the property. And we're out here in the middle of nowhere and farmer pioneer country. The road's actually in pretty good shape compared to a lot of the roads that I'm used to walking down. At least this road's not just dirt. They got some gravel out here. Yeah, we're getting a little closer to the house. We'll get there in a second. Like I said, this house isn't very big. It's just one story, and nothing too elaborate about it. It's got a really cool window that I'm excited about showing you guys. You could probably hear the wind on the audio. The wind is roaring pretty good out here. Once fall starts to come to an end and we start to get to the beginning of winter time, the wind really picks up out here on the plateau. So it's not always fun walking around out here during this time, but then in the summer it's super hot and dry and miserable. So that's just farmer pioneer country for you in general. The weather's gonna be hostile all the time towards you. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little homestead. As you can see, let's go check it out. It's definitely seen better days. Something I can tell you guys right off the bat, the roof's pretty shot. As you can see, there's no cedar shingle shakes on there anymore. It's all the boards, and so it leaves a lot of room for snow and water to seep in. Such a cool little farmer pioneer house, so isn't it? Bushes are starting to grow all around the place. starting to look kind of like a overgrown house in a lot of ways. Yeah, he's a beauty. I really like the front of the house here. I just love how these old houses were built back in the day. As you can see, it's a pretty tiny house, and the roof shot and the floor shot. There's no saving this place. It's definitely a unique little farmhouse out here. I'm guessing a little family lived in it, or maybe it was one of those farmers, helpers houses that we've talked about in the past. Every time I see this house, it's a little more beat up by the weather. So, just like many of the other houses, I don't see these houses being upright in 20 years. So, I'm glad I'm documenting their memory now before they're completely forgotten and swallowed up, not only by Mother Nature, but by progress, as more and more and more people come out to these areas. Yeah, the sun's really shining today for a windy early winter day. And this was a cool window I wanted to show you guys that I was telling you guys about. Look at this. That's amazing, isn't it? You can imagine sitting here back in the day with that view. This is probably some little workroom or study area or something. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. What was this little room for? You know, as you can see, it's not very wide, and there's a bunch of old glass bottles laying on the floor. Yeah, this isn't going to be a very long walk and talk, because Tiny House got its name because, well, it's a tiny house, so there isn't much to show you guys. What's with these black trash bags here too? I don't get it. Why were they put up here? Just makes no sense. What were they trying to block with the black plastic? I just don't know. Yeah, like I said, this house is starting to turn into a skeleton. All the meat's starting to come down. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised that chimney's still up. Within 1 or 2 years, that chimney's going to buckle. There's just no way it's going to hold up there for much longer. At least in my opinion. It's been a pretty resilient chimney. Yeah, I wonder what this house looked like back in the day after it was first built. I bet you it was decently nice. like I said, a really small house, but very well put together, and you could definitely see the craftsmanship and the time and effort that they put into putting this house together. And that's why it's still standing so good right now, in my opinion. Still standing the test of time. I mean, look at those caps in the roof. Can you imagine if this area gets just one good snow, the kind of damage that it's going to cause in this little house? Just one good snow is all this house needs. That's why I wanted to do a walk and talk here too, because like I said, I just don't know how much longer some of these houses are going to make it, you guys. Super cool little house though. And as usual, their window placement was freaking awesome. Their shelving placement is just awesome. I kind of wish we took some of these old school lessons in our home building today. Open the door here. The old water pump. You can see it's definitely seen better days too. And another little shed back there that's really messed up. It's an interesting little farmer pioneer house. Gonna check out the little shop now. See how she's doing. You can see this place has definitely seen better times. It's on its last leg. And it just doesn't have much time left. That's a cool shot. I really like that. Yeah, good old tiny house. Glad I was able to come do a walk and talk for you guys on it today. Because this house, just like the rest of them, deserves to be remembered. Around just to give you guys a couple of views. Place. Like I said, it's just a little tiny square house. Not too elaborate, just right. It's starting to just get overgrown by Mother Nature, but they're farming around it, as you can see. And that's just kind of typically how it goes.